Dan and I just had a huge fight over a phone charger.
I'm surprised we're recording. Honestly, like, hopefully we're gonna.
He's so grumpy about a phone charger.
Right, so I've put so much time and effort into doing this podcast setup,
but he doesn't buy chargers for his equipment, so he steals mine. End of the story.
So you've got a spare. Can I finish? Can I start? I should say. So Sarah has a second phone charger for the old version of the iPhone, and this is recorded on my old iPhone. Same charger. Don't have the charger for my old phone. Sarah said, get yourself a charger for it. And I don't want to keep spending more and more money on podcast stuff, hence these stands and everything. So I use your spare charger, which is always downstairs, not your bedroom one, to plug the camera in here. Sarah unplugged it. Thank you for letting me continue and finish, because you haven't said a word. Thank you. Sarah unplugged that. I don't know when, because I've been working away the last 2 nights.
Because I needed my phone charger.
Which is fine. Didn't tell me.
I have been telling you.
Again, she hasn't let me actually finish.
I have. I've told you at least 5 times, get a phone charger. Get yourself a phone charger, because Dan also steals my laptop charger to charge his phone. So
you gave me a false sense of security there, thinking that I'm allowed to actually finish my point, but I wasn't, as you just witnessed, everybody. So, even though I've lost my train of thought, thank you very much, rude. So, she unplugged the charger to this camera, this phone camera that you're watching, didn't mention anything to me. So, I've just put the kids to bed, and it took ages, because we were out today, had a long day, and saw my brother and my niece's birthday and all that. Come downstairs at 10:30 to record. She says, just set everything up and tell me when it's ready. So I'm like, okay, cool. Plug the laptop in.
Oh my God, you can go on. Mm-hmm. Get to the point.
I am taking my time because I'm annoyed.
This is the most boring thing you've ever said. Just get to the point, Daniel.
So I plugged everything in, and the phone is dead, and the charger's not in here. So not once did you think to say, oh, by the way, I took my charger back because it's mine. Because if I knew that, then 2 hours ago when I took the kids up, I would have put that on charge.
Why haven't you gotten a charger for it the last 4 times I said anything to you?
I don't want to keep on spending money.
A charger is a necessity. I am home every single day with the kids. I have had a phone charger and my laptop charger in the living room for months. Literal months. And you just keep taking them, and they disappear, and then I can't charge my shit because you disappear.
You know exactly where they are.
I don't know where they are.
Why can't we share? Can we share things?
Because what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine.
Welcome back to the Late Mike Show, everyone. This is where the comedy happens, the late night chats, and
comedy.
Apparently arguments now. But we've had a very nice day. We have had a great day today. Do you want to say what we did?
We went for a hike.
See you on the next time, everyone. This is today's episode.
We did. We went for a hike.
All right. Do you want to explain?
We went for a hike. We went to your brother's house. We had dinner.
Cool. Let's move straight on to the next part of the episode, which
what
we
do you
have
want me to
nothing.
say? That's what we did.
Where did we go for a hike?
Cheddar Gorge.
Yeah. Cool. Heard of
Nobody knows where that is.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, people that you know.
No.
I've never heard of Cheddar Gorge before.
Okay, we've heard of cheddar.
Cheese?
Yeah.
That's it?
Talking point though, innit? We went up. Cheese. Cheddar cheese comes from Cheddar in Somerset, which is not that far away from us. And we went for a cool hike.
I don't buy it. I don't buy that it was like originated there. I don't buy it.
I mean, I don't know.
Why are you telling people that?
Because
liar.
I thought that was the case. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
I feel like you just made that connection in your brain. You're like, oh, Cheddar. Cheddar the town. Cheddar cheese.
Well, I mean,
they make cheese there.
It's famous. Hang on. Cheddar in Somerset is famously in the cheese industry.
Because they have caves.
Where they store the cheese in the caves, yeah.
Places with caves have cheese.
All right, I'll be honest. I'm gonna kind of agree with you because I don't actually know if it does come from
Maybe,
Somerset. Like
cheese comes from France or Italy.
like
That's it.
obviously it's all over the country. It's all over the world. Cheddar cheese,
now.
and it doesn't all come from Somerset. Surely to God, it's a tiny,
Of
tiny.
course not. That's not what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. So, did it just originate there, and then everyone copied the recipe or whatever it is to make it cheddar cheese?
Yes, it would be a recipe.
Yeah, or is it just it started somewhere, and no, it must have started in Cheddar in Somerset.
I don't know. Look it up.
Of course it did.
It's cliffs, and we hiked to the top with the kids.
Otherwise,
It was really fun.
Cheddar.
There's 147 steps.
I'm still talking about cheese.
I'm so away from
Are you going to let me
cheese.
finish? Because otherwise, Cheddar, the town in Somerset, would have been like, amazing. There's a cheese called Cheddar
Let's make it.
that needs to be stored in caves. And can you believe it? We've got caves. So let's get into that industry. Obviously, they created it.
Nah, I'm not buying it.
But yeah, it's in a gorge and it's really, really beautiful. And I've never actually been up there before, even as a kid, I don't think. So we took the kids up there. It was how many steps?
147.
48 or what?
I don't know. You counted the last ones.
Yeah, you forgot the last one. You never listen, see? 147.
So the last one was one step.
I told you it was 148.
I missed one step.
Yeah.
I don't listen.
And yeah, it was stunning up there. The kids loved it. They got a bit nervous because there's like cliff edges.
Yeah, we're teaching Henry safety right now too. So, like, I would stand on a certain rock. Mama, stop! That's not safe.
Yeah.
Or like, there were girls sitting. Like, it's definitely a walkable path, but it's right on the cliff edge. They were
Yeah.
far enough away that like
It's
nobody was gonna
wild.
fall. But Henry was just like, they're not being safe.
Yeah. They weren't.
They were fine.
Gust of wind, they're gone.
No, they're not.
I'd be very uneasy if I was in that
I
friendship
would be
group.
okay sitting down.
If I was in their friendship group and they're like, let's have a picnic here, I would be shitting myself.
I'd be fine once I was sitting down.
Yeah.
Standing up is like,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
but if I was sat down, I think I would have been fine.
But they were literally like half a foot away from the edge.
Yeah.
Like if they got a bee sting and they jumped, they were off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
And
mean?
then like the path
And there were
on
bees up
top,
there.
the path on top is like sloped. It's not a straight fall. It's just sloped, and you obviously wanted to hold the kids' hands so nobody fell down and got hurt and like fell down the hill or anything, because after the hill it is like quite a far drop. But
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I stepped. There was a little
Boulder.
a little path wasn't there.
Yeah.
It wasn't a main path, so it was a little bit covered up.
The one
but
me
there
and
was,
Henry went on.
No, the one that I went on by myself on the way back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I walked down, and Henry's going, "No, Mama, stop! It's not safe."
Yeah, he's so sweet.
He's funny.
But me and Henry did take our own little path as well, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a real path, though.
It was a real path, but not the main path. And then that was the first time we had the view of the cars below. And as soon as he saw that, even though we were still like 20 foot away from the edge, he's like trying to sit down, like, no. I was like, oh, it's fine, don't worry. I'm not going to take you to the cliff
edge.
the cliff edge. But yeah, lush. But then it's my niece's birthday today, so we went to my brother's house to see her. And then we went for food tonight, didn't we?
Did?
Got back after the kids' bedtime.
Well after the kids' bedtime.
Yeah. So
Kids usually go up to bed at like 6:15, 6:30ish.
yeah.
And go to bed until about 9.
Yeah, about 9, and then
Yeah.
by the time bath and bed, yeah, just took ages.
Long night.
But here we are.
We are here.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
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 I have a couple things to ask you.
Yeah.
Let's go with Father's Day's coming up.
Is it? I don't know when Mother's Day and Father's Day is until like the week before
Yeah, I think it's the 15th.
of June.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I wasn't
This
going to
might
ask.
be coming out around that sort of time.
I wasn't going to ask what you wanted for Father's Day, because I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm getting you what the kids want to get you. That's what I mean by that.
Okay.
But what's your typical Father's Day with your dad?
So I'm one of 4 brothers. So We used to like always see like when we were all going to see Dad, try and do it at the same sort of time, but then kids came along and all that. So we usually just go to Dad's.
Yeah.
And
what do you get him?
It used to be John Smith's, like beer.
Oh, can't do that now.
Guinness. Yeah, he's not drinking now. Oh no, what am I gonna get him? Slippers.
You got him that like last year.
Oh yeah, he'd have worn them. He'd worn them right out if you wore them. No, it's like my dad's the sort of dad that he always feels guilty if you buy him something.
Your dad has to be the hardest person to like buy for.
Yeah, it's not like Dad has everything. It's not like that. But he
wants
doesn't want
nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anything.
Yeah.
So he's
and
not
I feel like
materialistic.
the only thing that you could get your dad is like tools, which he already has.
He
those.
has them. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get him like a voucher for a nice meal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like a Miller and Carter or something like that.
Yeah, you can take his wife out.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that this year instead of...
Actually, I think that's what you did last year.
To be fair, he can't... He's not drinking anymore, but I could get him 0%. I could get him some like non-alcoholic beers. Because he's drinking them.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit gift.
Well, it's a gift alongside like a voucher. Instead of it just being a card with a voucher, it's also like... All right, I won't get him that then. Jesus.
I think what makes it more special is like a gift from the kids, maybe.
They can't drink, so they can come from them. They're not 0%.
No, our kids are not giving a present as 0% beer.
All right, I don't know. Don't know. It stresses me out, honestly.
Do you have like a Father's Day that sticks out in your head?
Nope.
Not one.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day stresses me out because I'm like, oh, it's another day I've got to buy gifts.
Yeah, because it's like even though you're a father, it's not all about you because you have a father.
So we've got very young kids, 2 years old and 4 years old. So when it's Father's Day and I get like a hand painting or something, it's adorable. I'm now 32. I can't give my dad a painting. What am I meant to get him? And he's not drinking alcohol anymore.
Get him a new wallet.
Oh, what? I've had my wallet for about 15 years.
That's not true. I bought you that.
Oh, yeah. It's this one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've had that one for about 5 years then.
Yeah.
And I do not require another one. And my dad doesn't
Yours stinks, though.
My wallet stinks. There's any guys out there, especially, I guess, people that do like physical labor work sort of thing, because I sweat like crazy at work.
Yeah. I don't want to smell it.
Oh,
don't know what. Smells like balls.
Doesn't.
It does.
Kind of does.
Nasty, musty balls.
Yeah, it's weird. Smell it. Imagine if that worked. Imagine if you could like sniff through
That'd
videos.
That'd be so cool.
I've actually thought about that like years ago when I was a kid. Like, I'm going to have an invention. I'm going to invent a phone. This is before like mobiles were like a thing. So it was like, I'm going to create a landline that has a button
for sniffing.
That you can go, oh mate,
I've
just baked a cake. Smell this.
Because you'd get messages from like Harrison.
But
smell this one, Jackie.
Jackie. But it will be but it will be used for just, all right, mate, listen to this. Actually, smell this. Pushes the button. But that would be such a good invention. But would it
a good
work?
one. Hello, sharks. My company is called Smell This. And I'm looking for a $500,000 investment for 10% of my company.
What are you on about?
This invention.
Oh, yeah.
You're the shark. Are you buying?
I thought you were reading something.
I am. I wrote that down.
Oh. You wrote that down.
Well, I wrote, because I was trying to come up with ideas of things to talk about. And one of them was like creating Shark Tank things, but I haven't thought of any invention. So I just wrote, hello, sharks. My company is ...
Oh, I see. My company is...
Smell this.
Smell my phone. Not smell my fart. Smell my phone. Smell my phone. But how would it work?
But if it worked, would you make that investment $500,000
Yeah.
for 10%.
Well, I
of
don't
my
have
company.
that money. What do you mean?
You're an investor. Oh my God, get in the role, Daniel.
Okay.
You're an investor.
Okay.
I'm selling my company.
Do you want to sell it to me or shall I sell it to you? Let's play this now. Shark Tank, Dragon's Den.
Okay.
The invention is farting through. It's not. The invention is smelling scents through a phone, and the way that it works is just like, I guess how candies are made. Like, oh, this one tastes like rotten eggs. It's not actually rotten eggs, is it? It's like a mixture of chemicals that
in
smell
your
like
phone
it.
that releases, and like your phone knows the right components for it.
So if you fart into it, it sends that signal.
Yeah.
We're already making it like on the spot. So do you want to sell it or me?
Do you think you can sell it?
Let's do it. Let's both do it. You go first, and then I'll go. This week on Shark Tank, Sarah is... Why am I talking like a robot? Sarah is going to speak to the sharks about her invention.
Hello, sharks.
Hi.
My name is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And my company is called Smell That.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm here looking for a $500,000... I keep mixing up pounds and dollars in my head. A $500,000 investment for 10% of my company. So how it works is...
But if you're just listening and not watching, I just pretended to write a note down because the sharks or dragons, they don't say a word during the pitch.
So your standard iPhone, you can plug in to your microphone a little vial, and you can't even see it. It's invisible. And the other person also needs to have this vial attached to their phone. So two people with two vials attached to their phone.
It's invisible.
It's basically invisible.
It's transparent.
Plugged it in. No, you've plugged it in and now it's hidden away.
Oh, it's like a hardware chip.
It's gone into your phone.
Okay.
When you tell your phone to send the smell of anything you can think of, apples, metallic, farts, anything you want, and press send, the receiving phone will ping like a text message, but when they open it, they'll get the smell sent into their face. Would you like to try it?
Oh, yes, please.
Fart!
Yes, please. Okay, so I just push this button here, do I? Good, it does work. Okay, it does work. So what are your sales?
We have just come out of the...
We don't need to talk about sales.
I can't think of the word anyway. Like what prototype.
Okay.
We've just released the first prototype. There are no sales yet.
Okay. Well, I love this idea because I think it's going to be a hit with especially the lad group chats. It's
not just farts.
So my specialty is social media, sales, and all that, and everything. Every advert is a meme, but now this is a whole new direction. Now, where instead of sending a picture of a joke, there comes a smell with the joke.
The only thing it does not create the smell for is specialty perfumes.
Okay, is that something because I have my way in with other companies that I've invested in, like Dior?
Yeah, we don't have their patent.
Okay, but I could bring these other guys in.
Cool. Are you
add
buying?
That to it. If you'd like me to invest, I can split it with another dragon if you want. But if you want me, I will go for all of it. Fuck are you doing? What the fuck?
You're shit shark. So you'll do 500,000 at 10%. That's valuing my company at 5 million.
Oh, Jesus, no sales? No, I want 50%. I'm going to be doing all the legwork here.
Fuck you!
Okay. Can I sell it?
No.
Or should we move on to something completely fucking different?
Let's move on to something different.
All right. What?
What were we talking about before Shark Tank?
I have no idea.
Smell this.
I have no idea. I'll be watching this back, editing, and go, oh, we were getting onto a point there, and we just started talking about shitting down the phone. Right. Another. Oh, a weird question then. Not a question, but game. If you had a paperclip and for some reason this paperclip was extremely sensitive to the government and they've sent the FBI or SWAT team, whatever.
Okay, yeah, this is a very viral question.
Yeah.
If you could hide a paperclip from the SWAT team or FBI in your home, where would you put it? No need to be long about.
Why can't I just make things more fucking interesting? Why can't I make things more exciting?
Get to the point.
Give something a fucking backstory. Because if someone's just... All right, the FBI are knocking on the door. Where's the paperclip? Here, mate. It's a fucking paperclip. I'm not bothering hiding this. It was in my ass. But you know what? It's just a metal paperclip. Or you put a bit of, fuck, they can't find this for whatever reason. Then you really have to hide it.
If they find it,
mm-hmm.
you die.
Exactly. Now,
and if they
now
don't,
I'm going to be thinking outside the box.
If they don't find it, they die. So they really want to find this paperclip. They're tearing down walls.
Do you see how much more interesting it is now? Instead of it just being you have to hide a paperclip. Where do you hide it?
So
there's now something on the line. It's got a backstory.
They're busting down walls. So hiding it in a wall is kind of dumb.
I over-explain things right now, but this is the thing that we spoke about. That when I say something, I explain it too much. So that's why I'm a bit sensitive on this.
Shut up! Go.
I'm a bit sensitive on this. In this house,
yeah,
behind this data rail.
Shit.
Yeah, maybe not.
They're gonna die if they don't find this paperclip. You don't think they're ripping the data rail off?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'd mix it into something like the Artex on the ceiling.
Can you open the paperclip? Or does it have to stay paperclip shape?
I think we need to keep it paperclip shape.
Okay.
So that you can't just straighten it out.
What are they bringing in though? Because this is the...
They're not allowed a metal detector.
I think they should be allowed a metal detector.
That's ridiculous.
They're the FBI.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course they're going to have a
It
metal
doesn't matter where you
detector.
fucking hide it. Doesn't matter where you hide. Oh, you got to hide it with metal then, don't you?
Yeah.
But then they're going to fully inspect every single piece of metal. Why not change it to it's a plastic one?
All right, plastic paper.
It's a plastic paper clip because otherwise a metal detector will fucking find it straight away.
All right.
What colour is it?
Purple.
I'm thinking red in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, it's purple. It's irrelevant though. But I would mix it into cement or something.
Do they have an X-ray machine?
They're the FBI, so whatever they have, I don't know.
I feel like they would have an X-ray machine.
Is it this one specific paperclip that they need to find? Let's say that inside the paperclip there's a microchip.
How long does the FBI have?
24 hours.
24 hours. I saw on a different podcast, somebody said they'd bring in 1 million needles and then put the paperclip in the pile of needles. Because then instead of a needle
so
in a
I was
haystack,
thinking along the same lines of this. But that's silly in my opinion. 1 million needles. I mean, needles is what? Because it's sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good idea. But what I would say is, let's say it's purple. I'd get the very, very similar color one, and fill the entire house with them.
Yeah, but then they just take them all. Found it. It's in here
You
somewhere.
got 24 hours to go through a billion. But I think that's a dumb idea.
Maybe it's cheating.
Yeah, but so is that 1 million needles
Yeah.
answer, because you got to fund it as well. I can't afford to get billions of paper clips. I would think about mixing up a concrete or something like that and just putting it in the concrete. Dig a hole. Reconcrete the floor.
See, I'm thinking not having to make make anything. So if I would, because you can't just get rid of it. It has to be in the house still. But I think
it needs to be retrievable.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think in the toilet, not the top of the toilet, but where the flush goes down.
The shit goes down?
Yeah. The flush.
Yeah. Yeah. The U-bend.
Yeah. Taping it inside, like somewhere in that pipe.
They're going to look in the toilet immediately.
You think?
Yeah, they're going to look in the back part where the water fills up. First place they're going to look is in there. Lid off. Is it in there? That's where people hide guns. In movies.
Well, yeah, in the back of the toilet, not in the shit.
And then they're going to be like, right, let's have a look around the whole toilet. Oh, there's a pipe here. There it is. 2 minutes. Good idea, though. I didn't mean to shit on it completely.
You shit on it. That's fine.
So I've... what? It is a difficult one.
Yeah.
Because, like, anything that's not structure in the house is coming out and being inspected, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
and it's only 24 hours. It's just...
They're having lunch breaks.
They're gonna die!
Yeah. Of starvation. They don't have their lunch.
24 hours, you will not die.
Yeah, true. Water break. It is a really hard question.
It is. Yeah, it's got to be structural, surely.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They come to this room. Every single thing that can be moved, they're gonna
will be removed.
Will be moved.
What about that'll be removed too. The inside of a radiator.
It would have to be like inside something or like.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, can you open it? If it's a plastic one, it'll snap. Yeah. But if it's a metal one, you could open it and like you could like weave it into a carpet or something like that.
Does the garden count? Can we put it in the backyard?
Sure, because fuck knows when I'm going to put it in the house. I think if I was going to die, I'd probably cheat and say it's in the house, promise. And then after 24 hours, they die, and then I might put it in my pocket.
Nah, they're searching you first thing.
I'm stood there. Yeah, they probably would. But
do you know put it up your nose before you like put it down your throat.
Yeah, you know when it's like hiding it in plain sight, something like that.
Use it as a hair clip.
They're gonna think
That's not a bad idea.
He's put it inside the mattress or something. They're like tearing the mattress to pieces and stuff, and they're like trying my best to not sneeze because it's up my nostrils.
Yeah, or use that as a hair clip, like a bobby pin.
It's just in your hair.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like that would be. They'd find it. I'm sure they'd find it.
Yeah, we'd die. I don't know. Where would you hide a paperclip if you're listening? Put it in the comments.
Oh, can I have a sip of that?
Yeah, sure. Jeez, the loudest fucking sip I've ever heard.
This one is so loud. Did you collect anything when you were a kid?
My farts in a jar. I'm not even joking. Wish I was.
Fuck boys. Boys suck.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
How long did you keep it?
Not that long. Should I tell you the story of it or should we move on?
Go for it.
Do you know like stick of rock? Yeah. So I think we were on a holiday and I got a jar of like cut up pieces of rock, strawberry flavour. They were so nice. And I finished it and I really liked the jar. See where this is going. And I was like, I don't want to throw this lovely jar out. So it was just under my bed, collecting dust for a long time. And then once, there's a bit of a backstory.
Oh my God. Shut up. Just get to the point.
No, it's a very quick backstory of around that time, for some reason, I don't know if other friendship groups, lad, friendship groups did this, but once upon a time, we used to cupcake each other. Mm-hmm. Find your hand, put it in your mate's face. So I thought, this is going to be so funny if my friend comes round and I go smell this jar and I've previously farted in it. So I farted in the jar one night, quickly closed it, and then I just had second doubts. I thought, what if I open it, it smells like strawberries, because it didn't work. So I opened it, smelled it, and I almost threw up. And I was like, oh my God, it works. It actually fucking works. So then I fired in the jar again, closed it up. And then a friend didn't come round mine for like a good week or two. And then I think it might be Dan, I can't remember. One of my friends came round, and on his way round, I thought, this is my time. but I best do another fart in it. So I opened it, smelled it again to see if it was there, and it was. It is fucking disgusting. Farted in the jar, I closed it, and then we came around, I did it, and he smelled it. And it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. What have you collected in your times?
Not farts.
Should have said Pokemon cards. So what did you actually collect then when you were younger?
I don't think I collected anything. Like,
so you asked me, did I ever collect anything?
because we have two Beanie Babies up there.
Yeah.
One has a backstory. The other one doesn't. I think we got it unvinted for some stupid reason.
One's got the American flag outfit,
spangle,
and the other one is the Millennium one, isn't it?
Yeah.
2000.
The year 2000.
Well, obviously it's.
I guess like you could say that I collected Beanie Babies, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I played with Beanie Babies. Like none of them had tags. They were all like in the bath with me. Like,
Did you ever like win anything? Win like competitions or anything?
yeah,
like that?
I always won. I won everything. I'm a winner.
Hence your husband. No, what?
No, I did.
What?
In 6th grade, we had an arm wrestling competition, and I won that.
You know what I was asking you about? I was trying to lead this conversation somewhere, which is actually a really cool answer if she actually said the right place. A fucking arm wrestling competition.
I did. It was the whole 6th grade, and I beat boys.
They let you in.
They did not. I was not cool.
You were like
Nobody was like, "Woo, go Sarah!"
Headband on.
Just me.
Headband on, doing dumbbells, practicing.
No, I just had an older sister who beat the shit out of me.
Yeah. How old were you then? Did you say?
6th grade. I don't know how old you are.
It's like 12. Yeah, about 12, wasn't it?
Not a clue. No,
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah, 9, 10.
Nah.
Yeah.
You have to know.
6th grade is year 5 here, and my niece, whose birthday it was, is starting year 5 in September, and she's just turned 9. So it's like 9 or 10. You would have been.
I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I was older. 11 or 12.
Okay.
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 Okay. Yeah, I won a competition. Well, technically, my mom won it because I was too young to actually enter the competition, so I wrote my mom's name down. At Burger King,
Yeah.
you put your name down and like your phone number and all that crap, and you put it in a bucket. And my mom didn't know what we were going to win because she didn't know that I did this. So one day she got a call from Burger King, and they were like, "You've won the grand prize." And my mom's thinking, like, "Oh my God, free cheeseburgers for life."
Did she not think, oh, this is a scam?
Nah, scams.
Burger King's ringing
Scams
saying...
weren't a thing back then.
Yeah. Land of opportunity, that is.
So we went to go collect our grand prize, and it was every single original Pokemon figurine.
That's cool, though. So, like, what, like a Happy Meal thing, or was it just a load?
They were. Do you remember
it's not, Burger King's not Happy Meal.
Burger King's not Happy Meals, but do you remember when like the toys at Burger King and McDonald's were actually like cool and like, good quality?
When we were kids,
that's what they were.
When we were kids, we're in our 30s now. If you got, did you ever get anything like in cereal boxes?
Yeah.
We used to get like a £5 note in a packet of Walker's crisps.
Oh,
like,
we didn't have that.
Like you could win a £5 note inside like a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Nothing
No,
like that
didn't have
now.
that.
But yeah, like.
But the Pokemon were
Meals.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure me and my sister opened every single one of them and played with them. But later on, my dad had some issues. He sold the entire collection for like $200.
But I bet that if you didn't open them, if they're like pristine,
Now? Hell yeah. I don't know how much they would
they'd
be.
be worth such a lot of money.
I don't know. Look it up someday.
What else have you won? I'm
Concert tickets I won.
I'm not gonna have a go at this because I can't think of anything I've won.
I won a trip to the Bahamas.
That's where I was going with this.
Oh, I thought you were going for Burger King.
Let's,
Why?
well, I knew about that one.
To me, that's like the coolest thing I ever.
Let's lead into Bahamas by talking about some of the gigs you've won. Because this is all
gigs.
Yeah, like radio. You've called up the radio. You've won a couple of gigs.
I've been to like 15 concerts
around Boston.
Yeah. Not
calling,
including with you.
Like calling up Boston radio station.
Yeah, and going to those. And they weren't like, come see this one artist. Actually, it was once, but I didn't go to that concert. It was the Jonas Brothers, and I was like 20.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going. Yeah, I don't know who I've seen. Can't remember.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons. I did a meet and greet with them. Yeah.
Kesha,
a couple times.
Yeah. Sam Smith. I'm
Sam
telling
Smith.
you who you've seen.
Yeah. I won tickets to a magician.
Yeah.
I think it was a magician. I went with like my roommates and stuff.
So did you have to like answer questions for these, or was
No,
this
you
like,
just be the right caller.
like they pick up the phone, you're a winner?
Your caller number 6, click. They hang up on you. Your caller number 10, click. Hung up on you. You had to be caller 20.
Wait, what? So you talk me through how this works. So you call up.
Call now to win tickets to see the Jingle Ball. Beep, busy. Hang up. Redial. Your caller number 4, click. Fuck. Redial. Your caller number 10, fuck.
What is that? Oh, that means in line. What do you mean you're calling number 10? You're calling number...
Because they can only answer the phone a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
Like if you call, you'll either get a busy signal or somebody will pick up and tell you what caller number you are. And you have to be number 20. So they'll pick up and say you're number 6. So you didn't win. They hang up on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happens? Do you speak to the DJ or
Yeah.
What? Okay, so when you won, I'm asking you what happens when you fucking win. Not what happens when you don't get through.
You speak to the DJ
so
and then
he goes,
like,
hello,
you've won Jingle Ball tickets. And you're like, I'm not like an excited person.
Like, oh, sweet.
No, I would just be like, I would try to be more excited than like I would let on. I'm shy. That's what it is. It's not that I wasn't excited. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know how to act. So I'd be like, oh my God, that's great. And then they'd be like, I don't know. They'd ask you like a stupid question like, who do you think you're going to take with you or something? Because it's always 2 tickets at least. And then you give an answer. And then they'll be like, oh, that's great. We're going to put her on a quick hold and she can talk to the producers and give her information. Nice talking to you, Sarah.
And then they'll play a song and then you're speaking.
And then I'm speaking to a producer, giving them my information. Yeah,
that's so cool though. Now, what's the big win that you had on the radio?
The Bahamas. I won a all-inclusive trip to the Bahamas for, I think it was like 5 days.
That's wild. How old were you?
16.
And who did you take? Your mum? Your sister?
My
your best friend?
who was like 40, maybe 50.
Is it your co-worker?
Well,
explain it.
We were both working, and I worked...
Where were you working?
I worked in an assisted living in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And she was my coworker, and it would be like 2 servers, and the chef would be working downstairs. So we're like getting ready for the day, setting tables, and there is a competition on, same kind of competition, call in, number, whatever. So we were both trying to win, and we were like, let's make a deal. If I win, I'll take you, and if you win, you'll take me.
Yeah.
And she probably would not have stuck to that deal. She had won. But I'm little honest 16-year-old me.
And she's
so
like,
I won on my phone. And she had gone to like the break room or something. So she was ringing in there, but I was ringing in the dining room, setting the tables.
Yeah.
And I'm like on the phone and I'm like running through the assisted living, like, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I was so excited.
Yeah.
And then I went to the Bahamas.
And what did your mum say about it?
She was pissed.
And that was your first holiday, right? Your first flight?
My first flight.
What was it? Was it just like economy, or was it was it?
Don't remember.
No, it wasn't.
It was like we took a big plane from Massachusetts to Florida, and then a little plane from Florida to the Bahamas, like a little. Yeah. Like whatever you. It
was like a 5-star all-inclusive. Yeah. Did you have spending money as well?
No.
No. Okay.
And
so
you paid gratuity, so you paid tips and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, but all food and everything, so like...
Yeah, all-inclusive, but like you tip people at the
bar. And then any activities
like
you want to do, dolphins, or did you do anything like that?
Yeah, we went jet skiing, dolphins.
And you just fund that yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because some of these competitions are like, and $5,000 spending
Yeah,
shit.
not this one.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what radio station it was. It wasn't like the big one.
That's where we are so different, because if I wouldn't have got a tattoo because I don't have tattoos, but if I won on, I don't know, sort of radio, blah, 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 whatever, I'd always remember that, because it would be like, I rang up this radio. Have you ever heard of blah, 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 blah?
It was like 16 years ago.
Yeah, so I'd still probably remember it. I cling on to pointless details.
I don't even really I have some pictures from it in a photo album, but I don't really even have pictures from it.
It's all lies. That's why.
Yeah, I lied.
It's bullshit. That doesn't happen to real people.
I'm not a real person.
Yeah. You need to start calling up over here now. Radio stations. I'm very lucky with radio stations.
Yeah, but I feel like the competitions are different here. Like, you have to have knowledge, and I got
Not Capital. I think it's Capital. One of them.
Sorry.
It's, you have to call up and say, make me a winner.
When they call you.
Yeah, so you text in or
Yeah.
call in, and then a random person is phoned back.
I could do that because no cunt calls me. So if it doesn't say Dan.
The idea is for someone to go, hello, because they're in a public setting or at work. But if you just go, make me a winner,
I'm always home.
and then it's
too.
your boss or something, then yeah. But if make me a winner, it's like $100,000 or a millionaire, million or I don't know. Start calling in.
I don't know shit. Like, we've listened to the radio a couple times. I remember one specifically we were driving to, is it the Street Mall?
Street.
Yeah. We were driving there and we were listening to, like, they had to answer 10 trivia questions.
Yeah.
None of them.
Yeah.
I got like maybe 2.
I don't understand why people call into those radio stations when it says like be our Brainiac of the Week or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just to be on radio. There's no prize money.
Oh.
On some of them anyway. So it's like, you're the smartest caller of the week. See you next week, and then they'll have another, and they'll go head to head with somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's all about just staying on as long as you can. But you don't win fuck all for it. They're just making money on your phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't do that. I suck at trivia though. We should do a trivia night, like at a pub or something. Because I've never done one.
I'm so bad at quizzes.
Same.
So bad at them.
Let's lose.
I do enjoy. Maybe we should do a quiz on here. But we need like a third person, don't we?
Yeah.
Need a third person to be the referee.
Or we could do like Fast Money.
What's that?
On Family Feud. The very end. Type of ice cream.
Oh right, yeah. And then we can't have the
Vanilla.
same. We can't have the same answers.
And it's a poll thing too, so it's like 100 people. So
Actually, funny you said about Family Feud, because that's like our survey says, isn't it? We asked 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like thinking of episode ideas, I was thinking about looking at questions that have been asked to 100 people.
Yeah.
And see if we are anything like those 100 people. So if our answers are any.
Let's play Family Feud.
Yeah.
I used to watch that on sick days.
We had it's called Family Fortunes here.
Well, yeah, we have Family Fortune too.
Do you? No, you don't.
What am I thinking? Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So
it was that. What did you watch when you were homesick? Were you allowed to like go on your computer and all that crap? Because I wasn't allowed to.
I don't remember specifically like sick day stuff. It would probably be like yeah, but like I was big into my like PS2. So like if I was off sick and I was meant to be resting in my room, I'd be just playing my PlayStation and then quickly turn the TV off when I hit.
I feel like that was older me when I like had that stuff, but like when I was actually sick, I would always want to be on the couch. I didn't want to be in my bedroom.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my grandmother, because my mom was at work, my grandmother would be home.
Yeah.
And she would make me soup and I'd watch trash TV.
Yeah. Is there anything that like you see today? I know that you now live here, but is there anything that reminds you of those days or like sick days or something? So for me, it's the orange Lucasade, the fizzy one.
Oh.
My dad bought me like a litre bottle of it once when I was like home, like really, I was like projectile being sick.
Actually sick.
And it stopped me being sick, weirdly. Like Don't know what it was, but I was just constantly being sick, and then Dad came home to check on me. I was with Mum. Yeah, probably. But he was, instead of getting me an electrolyte like the like the non-fizzy one, he gave me this one, and I vividly remember that day.
I feel like for me, if it was like a food thing, it would be Campbell's chicken noodle soup, but with ginger ale. Like not just Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Such an American answer.
I ate that so much.
Yeah.
But paired with ginger ale.
Because we don't have like either of those two things here.
You have ginger ale.
Do we?
Yeah.
Well, it's not something that I
like an
have
alcoholic drink is like, I don't know what kind of liquor. Vodka and ginger.
Right, yeah. It is a thing here, but it's just not.
You can't buy it in like a 2-liter bottle.
It's not an aisle in the supermarket that I go down.
Fair.
And like chicken noodle soup, like we
Campbell's.
I was going to say Campbell's is so different to the chicken soup here.
I grew up on Campbell's chicken noodles.
It's like cream of chicken soup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Campbell's isn't that.
It is.
But it's not. It's different.
Well, there's Campbell's cream of chicken soup, which you do have here, and you also have Campbell's tomato soup, I think. But for some reason, Campbell's chicken noodle soup isn't a thing.
It's probably because that one is like full of salt or is fucked.
There's probably some kind of.
It's
like
probably something
neon yellow and tastes nothing like turmeric. So
yeah, so it's something that isn't allowed to be on the shelves in the UK.
Yeah, you bought it for me for Christmas.
Yeah, it cost me a fucking. I've never spent so much on soup in my life.
Popcorn. That's like genuinely the stuff that I want, though. I wish you would do that for me more often. Like surprise me.
Can't afford to.
Surprise me.
£6 a tin.
Surprise me every once in a while with like a big ass bag of Smart Food popcorn.
Yeah, cheese popcorn. Foul.
You love it.
I actually like it way fucking more than I thought. The first time I had it, I hated it.
It stinks. When you first open the bag, you're like, oh.
Yeah, but so does ham. And I like ham.
I hate ham.
There's a TikTok of, when it's like the POV. And then like the title. So it says, POV, you're working in a ham packing factory.
Ooh.
And it's like a green screen of a conveyor belt. And the guy sat there and just picks up a ham and just farts in it and puts it back on the conveyor belt. Because you open a pack of ham, it fucking stinks of fart.
Yeah, it does. I never really liked ham. I was more of a bologna kid, but you don't have
That's bologna.
You don't have bologna here.
Nah, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're very like, oh no, it's probably because I'm sheltered and stuff, but like, if we go to a supermarket to get sandwich fillers, I'll go like there. Oh, there's the pack of family pack wafer thin ham and some cheese, and you'll be like, oh, let's get some salami and pepperoni and
I can't even
special types of stuff.
I can't do family size prepackaged lunch meat. I'm gonna call it because I grew up going to a deli, where it was like sliced there for you, not packaged.
That sounds so posh, by the way.
It was sliced there for you, and then they'd put it in a bag, wrap it.
We have.
Where?
We have that.
Where?
Stop shouting into the mic.
Oh, where is the deli?
Fucking horrendous. Look how red your bar is.
Where is the deli?
Stop shouting that close into the mic because it sounds fucking horrendous.
Okay,
and if
I am just talking.
If they've listened this long, they are clicking off because you're shouting.
Good.
It's not good. Stick around, please. Morrison's have it in the back.
No, they fucking don't.
Butchers.
They don't have. No. Take me to one.
I don't fucking know.
Exactly. Doesn't exist.
And when we have found delis, you're never happy with it. You're like, oh, that's not what I meant.
Because it's not it.
Yeah, because it's proper fucking meat here. British farming meat here. And you're used to fucking trash.
No. That's not even what it is. It's all you have here is ham.
Yeah. And cheese.
And I don't want ham.
That brings us full circle to, we went to Cheddar earlier. Cheese.
No.
There's a cheese I had in Cheddar, which has stinging nettles in it. Cool.
You can eat them.
Yeah.
I've seen stinging nettle soup.
You roll them up, and then they're fine. All the needles are fucking gone.
I've seen that. You can cook with it.
Doesn't taste nice
Would
at all. I
you-
don't know why the fuck.
Would you eat like dandelion soup
No.
or salad?
Because dandelions, like as a kid, and maybe not as a kid, I've licked a dandelion. It's the fucking most disgusting. It's like it dries your mouth out. It's horrible.
Yeah, they're really bitter. But
Horrible.
people like
and they make you piss the bed if you pick them.
and my best friend's mom used to eat them in her salad. She'd go out into the garden, pick them, and just put them in her salad.
Why are you whispering?
I'm not. You told me not to shout. So
Yeah,
I'm
but now
trying to talk
now
normal.
you're whispering.
No, I'm trying to talk normal.
You mean just pick them. The look she's giving me.
Stop tone policing me.
Okay, I only said it when you were that close and shouted.
I was not that close and shouting.
You were.
Wasn't.
I'll play this, but I'll send you the clip of those 5 seconds and you'll see what I mean.
Suck it.
If I said that to you, we'd be cancelled. Just so fucking woke. This world.
I'm not getting into that.
It's a joke. It's a complete joke. Complete fucking joke. So your friend's mum used to pick dandelions and eat them?
Yeah.
I bet her breath was foul.
Nah, she was just
Nah.
she's an herbal person.
There's
Reese's mum.
there's herbal, and then there's being a fucking gerbil and eating dandelions.
She was a masseuse and a nurse. She dabbled in both the chemical and non-chemical worlds.
Fair enough. What's the weirdest thing that you've tried to eat?
Like an actual food?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Because like I have a chewing plastic issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like instead of we save a fortune on gum. To be fair, we
I
don't
don't
buy
chew
any
gum.
gum.
Yeah. I chew the
But-
rings off of like soda bottles.
Yeah, but we'll be out of the car or whatever, and I'll look at you and go, "Can I have some gum? Can I have some?" And you're
I
like,
haven't it.
"I don't have anything," and then you just pull out a fucking long piece of plastic you've been chewing for the last half an
Yeah.
hour.
I shouldn't do it really. But
No, microplastics.
yeah.
Yeah, not good.
They're already in there.
Where, in you or in the
Yeah.
bottle?
In me.
Yeah. Just add some more. They're already in there.
I don't think this is the weirdest thing, but I think I was in like 4th grade. So what is that? If
Oh, I don't know. You did it
11, 10.
earlier and it was...
So probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I saw a documentary on how to make pickles,
Yeah.
and I really wanted to try it.
How do you make them?
A shit ton of vinegar, salt, and like seasoning and stuff.
Depending on what flavour you want to go for.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've made
And then
pickles.
just sit
I've made
the cucumber
pickles
in there
since then, and they've been fine. But I thought I was gonna get in trouble for some reason
For doing what?
for making pickles.
In trouble by who? Your mum? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I lived with, so my house was really busy as a kid. I lived with my mom, my uncle, my grandmother, my grandfather, my sister. So including me, there were 6 people in the house.
Yeah.
So like the fridge was always like a off limits place
Yeah.
for your personal things.
Okay.
So I was like in 4th grade and I was like, I want to try to make some pickles. So I don't even know what I put in it. Like whatever weird ass vinegar we had,
Yeah.
which was not pickle making vinegar.
Yeah.
And
Apple cider vinegar.
yeah, I mean, you probably could use that, but I don't know. I don't. I
Yeah,
can't
just a
tell you what seasonings I put
yeah.
in it. Yeah. But and I didn't fill, like when you make pickles, you have to fill the jar so the pickles are fully immersed,
Yeah.
and like the jar doesn't have any air, so it doesn't get moldy. But you're also supposed to refrigerate it.
Yeah.
So I didn't fill it, closed it, and just put it in my closet, and then forgot about it. Went back like a year later. Can't even tell they're pickles. I didn't eat them, but
A year later.
no, not really
Oh.
a year later. But
I thought
ages
I
later.
thought you were gonna say that like your uncle, or your grandfather, or someone ate it.
No, but you know the grossest thing my grandmother ate.
What?
I think you do know this.
Something's in there. I
Yeah,
can't think
something's
what.
in there. We had like a porch, but we mostly used it for storage because there were so many people living in the house. We had so much extra shit. And my mom decided
I can't wait to remember,
to pull
for
out
this to click.
the coffee machine that had been sitting out there.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah. And she was just thinking ahead, so she just pulled it out, she put it on the counter, and she had to go to work, so she was like, I'm going to do this later, but I'll remember to do it if it's out. So she just left it there. And then she got home that day, and I was like in my grandmother's bedroom just having a chat, and my mom came in, and my grandmother looked at her and she went, that coffee you made this morning was horrible. And my mom was like, I didn't make any coffee. So we go out to the coffee machine, and it is like, there's like not much in there, but like a little bit in there. My grandmother obviously had a cup, so somebody put it away with a full pot of coffee in there.
Oh my God.
For at least 6 months, because they used it seasonally, because you wouldn't have hot drinks in the summer.
She didn't see the mold.
She just poured it into her cup.
Oh my God. She didn't drink the whole thing though.
No, she probably took a sip and was like, ew, Jody.
That's foul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Probably microwaved it too to heat it back up.
Yeah.
Oh, my ninny.
That's foul.
Yeah. Gross.
Gross.
I can't think of the worst thing I've ever eaten though.
No, like have you tried like mussels and...
Yeah, I don't like fish though.
I hate
Mussels taste
seafood.
really fishy. Yeah.
I hate seafood.
I really love scallops though.
I've tried scallops, but I'm like, yeah, it's all right, but
They're not fishy.
But I just I hate all that sort of stuff.
I've had alligator.
What's that, like chicken?
It tastes like chicken, but sometimes you get a
Like
fishy piece.
Fishy taste. See, that would literally make me feel so sick. I'm not that bad.
I ate a couple of them and they all tasted like chicken, and then I got a fishy one and I was done.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I could eat fish fingers and all that. If I know it's fish, then I can like bear it and go for it. But if I'm like, to be fair, if I wouldn't even, I don't know if I could bring myself to eat alligator. But if I did,
You could.
but yeah, I know. But my problem with eating meat and stuff is when I picture the animal. So with fish, I can't be like, oh, it's a fish. Like it reminds me of the sea, and I know exactly what it is.
Yeah. What's
people that eat octopus?
Oh, I've had calamari.
What's that?
Is that squid or octopus tentacle?
What's snails? What's that?
Escargot.
Escargot, yeah.
We've had that.
We had that in Vegas.
Yeah.
But still, that was just purely garlic.
I think the grossest thing is, so my old roommate Sam was into weird shit.
Yeah.
So he wanted to try a strange meat. And I can't think of what it's called, but you might know because it's I think it might be an Irish thing. It's sheep stomach.
Oh, you're talking about haggis?
No.
Haggis isn't it?
It's not haggis.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, can I Google it really quick?
Yeah, I've heard of this.
I feel like it starts with an S.
I can't remember, but I'm also thinking about sausages used to be like the skin of a sausage would be like the intestine. Tripe. That's the one.
Foul.
I've never actually had it.
I did not eat it. Sam decided he bought it, and then like the next day he was like, I'm gonna cook this. He opened it. Stank. I have a video. Do you remember the video I have? It's of Carice yelling at him, but like, put it in the bin. Put it in the trash right now. And like Sam like mutters over and puts it in the trash.
So you didn't try it? You didn't actually try it?
It was like all of us were like, ugh. It was so bad. I don't know how anybody cooks it.
Was it gone off? Or was it shipped over from
I have no idea
Ireland?
where he got it. I don't know.
I've never tried it before, and I have no interest.
No
interest in that at all.
It was so gross.
Yeah,
it might have been better cooked. I don't know, but raw, ew.
Yeah, like I can't. I haven't seen it in a long time, but remember, like mixed grills. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have like liver on it, like a beef liver. And I remember eating it once, and it was like, this steak is so bitty and dry as hell.
Yeah.
And then I think my dad or someone was like, yeah, that's liver. And I felt so sick.
My grandfather used to love chicken hearts and chicken livers.
Oh, foul.
They smell so good.
Really?
When they're being cooked, though, with like onions and
Really?
stuff. They smell. I remember he would be cooking them in the kitchen and he'd be like, I want whatever that is. And then he'd tell me and I'd be like, never mind.
Was it, well, like, just, was it chicken or?
I don't, it just like, you know, the smell of frying onions, how that smells good. You can't really explain what that smells like. It was like fried onion, like almost like
it's
carnival
because of the stuff
food.
that went with it. Or
No,
is
it was the chicken livers and chicken hearts that smelled really good being cooked.
so weird.
Yeah. My other grandfather that you never met, I have 3 grandfathers because my grandmother got remarried.
Yeah.
But Grampy Bill, he would always have a jar of frog legs in the
Always.
in the fridge.
Is that something you can just buy in Massachusetts in the
No,
supermarket?
I never
or
looked.
He
Loved them.
Or he captured them and they were just prepared.
No, they were like he bought them from somewhere, but he always had a jar of frog legs.
Yeah, like so I am bad like into it with like beef, like with burgers and chicken and stuff. When I say bad, I'm like don't think about the animal at all. But I guess like I think I could go off beef if I just had steaks and not like burger stuff, because I've said to you before, like you love steak, don't you?
I do.
And I can't have it like medium rare because now I'm like, this is a cut of flesh on my plate, and now I'm like, I don't.
Chicken. Like if I get a hard piece of chicken, my day is ruined.
But then yeah, with chicken as well, yeah, like, yeah.
My day is like when I was pregnant too. It was so bad. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was so bad. If I got like, not even a hard bit in the chicken. If something just felt off in my mouth when I ate chicken, I was done for the day.
I can actually see me going away from chicken in the next couple of years or something.
Yeah.
We had the KFC at work the other day, and it was nice, but it has to be boneless now.
Yeah.
I used to be able to have like a chicken drumstick, like a chicken leg and stuff, but now, like, I like you see all the tendons,
you see the veins
and the veins.
Tendons. I can't do it.
And I'm like, I don't want that anymore. I don't.
Yeah, I can't do it.
But like, my point with like KFC was, it's just like big or mini fillets they're called, but it's just basically big chicken tenders, and like they taste great. But like at the same time, when I was full at the end, I felt like shit after.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, how many fucking chickens did I just eat? Like,
yeah.
And I'm just like thinking about it more now. So I think, and the same thing with you, like if there's a bit of like cartilage in a nugget or something,
I die.
And it's, yeah, a lot of people, but with other meats, pork, for example, like bacon with like the fat.
Yeah, I love the fat.
Yeah, but I've got to cut it off.
Have you ever had?
It's the best bit when it's like properly fried, like American bacon.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I agree. But like back bacon and it's like a bit of rubber around the side. I'm like,
you guys don't cook your
that
bacon
is
well
fucking
enough.
Disgusting.
You don't cook your bacon long enough. It's like raw still. It's
yeah, but
weird.
back bacon is such a this is such a triggering clip. If anyone's watching this, American
bacon is superior to British bacon.
So
it's ham with a tiny bit of American bacon that's not cooked on it. That's what it is.
So bacon rashers, like rashers of bacon.
Yeah.
Or back bacon.
American, so bacon rashers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to agree, and I'm British, and people are going to come for me, but
it's raw. I'm sorry, but it's raw.
But no, that's not the argument you make, though, because today I had bacon.
And it's dry when it's fully cooked.
Yeah, so I had bacon today in my burger, and that was fully cooked.
Yeah.
And it was just
dry
as hell.
American bacon is so much better.
And
you won't agree with this, but I think American breakfast sausages are way better than UK sausages.
Nah, I can't let.
I don't. I'm not a big sausage person. I don't know if it's the seasoning or like the types of like the bits of meat that go in it. Like it's always like a chewy bit. I'm not here for
Right,
sausage.
so we've got like...
I'm not here for the sausage.
So... got 2 kids. So the basic British chip shop sausage is trash.
All sausages are trash.
Oh, fucking whispering again. I'm joking. No, but you get like Cumberland sausages, Lancaster sausages, pork and fucking apple sausages. Like
Hot dogs or breakfast sausages.
Hot dog is just...
I don't even like. Have you ever?
You're talking about frankfurters as well, by the way.
Have you ever had an American Italian sausage? I don't know if they're like that anywhere else.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even. I like the taste of those, but it's
What are they
exactly
called?
what it is. But there's a tiny seasoning in it called fennel, and it tastes like perfume. And you always get one in Italian sausage, at least one. There's probably a lot more, but it ruins the sausage.
Yeah, I don't know. There's what are the sausages called? Like the small thin ones, the chicken. Oh, what are they called? We got them over here in the supermarket, and you're like, these sausages are amazing, and they're just like American breakfast sausages. Why are you looking at me like that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I
liked them. Chorizo?
No, not chorizo. They're I need to find out. Small, thin
Wiener
sausages. They are called chipolatas. No, they're not.
It sounds familiar, though.
Is that how you say that?
Something like that.
Chipolata.
I don't think I said that they tasted like American.
No, they're the closest thing.
Yeah. Chilapata. Chilapata.
Have you had these sausages? Oh, they're amazing. What are they called?
Chilapata.
Nah. Yorkshire's finest traditional thin pork sausage.
They got thin wieners in Yorkshire.
Chipolata.
Who cares?
They're really good. They're lush. And yeah, the American breakfast has small
but I
thin
feel like
sausages.
American breakfast sausage is more like just ground meat. There's no casing on them.
Yeah, I remember them. When I first
I want to say Billie Jean, but that's not right. Dean?
Fuck knows.
It's the breakfast sausage brand. Oh my God.
I don't know.
I have to find out.
The first time I went to America and had a breakfast, I was like, this is trash compared to the full English. I still rate British full breakfast above American breakfast, but I do have to give a bit of credit where credit's due. The American breakfast is actually absolutely banging.
See, you always said that it can't, like, without beans on your plate, it's too dry. I just don't agree. I like beans. Like, beans on toast is great, and like sometimes beans during breakfast is good.
Yeah.
But it's just too much. I feel like it's too much.
My opinion changed last time we were there, and we had IHOP. Even though IHOP's not the best place in the world, but I absolutely loved it, and I didn't have a single baked bean on my plate.
Jimmy Dean. Sorry, I finally found it.
Never heard of it in my life.
Oh, it's kind of sausage. I would get those cheap banquet meal ones though.
Yeah, but we went to IHOP with Henry.
Yeah,
I think, didn't we?
I don't know if Henry was there.
Yeah,
or
we
not.
did. I got a picture.
Okay, cool.
We travelled for it, and I remember being like, "This is lush. This is so good." And
Our
unlimited
hash browns
coffee.
are better. Yeah, unlimited coffee.
Yeah,
hash browns are better. I think eggs are cooked better in America because every egg here is cooked sunny side up.
Yeah.
And you always get like that.
Oh, I hate the snot.
The snotty runny bit on the top.
I
don't like
hate
that.
the
I like
snotty
an over
ones.
easy egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realised though that this breakfast is not dry in the slightest because of the amount of grease in it or fat, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
would say it's because of the egg. if you get like a loose egg. And even when you get scrambled eggs, they feel wet.
Yeah, when you get...
Is there any other foods like that? You
What?
cook it, it's not wet, but it still feels wet. Like eggs feel wet when you eat them, scrambled or not. You know what I mean?
Because they're cooked with milk or water or in fat. What are you talking about?
Like an
If you
egg
dry an egg...
feels wet. Even a hard-boiled egg, when you eat it, it feels wet.
Yeah, where does the water... Yeah, because you bite into it and the inside is like...
Cooked, but it feels wet.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other food like that?
Yeah, steak. Fuck you on about?
Everything.
Everything feels wet when you eat it because of saliva.
No. That's not what I mean, obviously.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what we have just spoke about.
Sausage.
Well, literally just, but...
Well, isn't there a song? Da-da-da-da-da, but he can't forget the sausage.
Yeah, it was a TikTok or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Shit.
I think that they all...
Vile.
I think it was... they go around and say something sexual about themselves.
Yeah. But you can't... But
I don't take sausage.
yeah.
It's like, I'm a dirty slut, but I don't take sausage. And then goes to somebody else.
I'm a dirty slut, but I don't take sausage.
Yeah. It was a fucking mental one I saw. It was like a... I don't know, like fucking load of girls doing it.
Yeah.
And it comes around to like this fucking 9-year-old boy. And he's like, I'm a bitch, but I don't take sausage. And it's like, what the fuck is this? Why are you making that?
I did not like that. I didn't like
don't
that
like
trend.
No.
I can picture the girls who would have done that in my school. Like
Yeah.
the girls who would have been like, if we had TikTok and that kind of social media, who would have jumped on the trend. Nami.
Nah. I think that could be an idea for a future episode of trends that we would have done if we were kids in school when they came out. Because like TikTok came out way
after.
later. And
yeah. We're old as fuck.
Yeah. So TikToks we agree with, and trends we'd get behind them, trends we wouldn't. Something like that.
I don't think I would have, like, if I had to speak honestly, I would have to, it would have to be me, but like me now, but as a teenager, because I feel like as a teenager I probably wouldn't have done any of them.
I don't agree because there's got to be some stuff you did during high school or school or something like that, which either you did it to fit in or you did it because it was just the thing that people were doing.
Mostly just clothes.
I don't know. All right, but anyway, I think let's leave
Smoking
it there.
Weed.
Let's leave this one here because we've been going for over an hour, and I think we've got a couple of ideas for like a.
Oh, wait, I wasn't done
With what?
with my list of things I need to ask you.
Well, let's go into a
Do
different.
you take the sausage?
No. No. Let's not continue this right now.
Annoying things about your partner. He makes me stop.
Right. Cliffhanger episode this is. We are going to discuss annoying things about each other. So watch out for that one.
I know you can relate because I feel like everything that's wrong with you is just wrong with all men.
She's perfect though, isn't she? Fucking how?
Puts the dishes next to the dishwasher.
You're
Not
talking about
in it.
things I've done years ago.
Yesterday.
I don't do that. I don't
just
do
did that.
Don't do that. See you next time on the Late Mike Show. I'm Dan.
And I'm Sarah.
Till next time.
Our argument's over.
Well, we'll see when I press stop recording. But yeah, see you after
I'm gonna take that phone
bedtime.
charger right back.
You're leaving the charger here. Please,
I'm not.
can you just order me one?
Can you?
Just order me it.
No.